Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to the rapid reaction of Backlash 2026. An amazing event. That was really good. Some really great matches, and one really stupid, shitty match that we'll talk about when we get to. But let's start off with the opener: Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. Truly amazing. Um, what do we kick it off? Temple was hot, hot for this. It was hot for the entire show for the most part. Had a real great sense to it. This was just some really good stuff, some hard hitting action from Steph and Braun Breaker. We got all of the hits, the spear into the pedigree, the Frankensteiner. Braun Breaker went for the Breakensteiner three times. The first two times he hit it, the third time, Steph landed on his feet, which was very amazing. We got interference from the Vision. No Street Profits or Joe Hendry tonight. Steph Rollins chased him off with a chair. But this was a really good action, I thought, and really fun. We had the Seth going for a super stomp, but then get caught by a spear, and then Braun Breaker hit a super spear for the victory. One, two, three, and it was over. I thought it was really good. Told a really good story. Four and a quarter, I had 4.5 stars. Right, yeah, 4.5 stars. This was amazing. Some, some really good stuff between those two. And I think, like I said, this one of my predictions episode, which by the way, um, I was 5-0. Missed out on the two separate things, which is one was actually kind of interesting. The other one was shitty. Again, we'll get to that one in a few. But yeah, because I thought that what they could do is they could give Braun Breaker, and then Braun Breaker would get into the world title picture, and that still could happen. But after what we saw in the main event, who knows what could be there? So um, that's that. Excuse me. So then the next match was Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. Again, very nice match. Um, being the heel. I think I was hoping they would go full heel, which Sammy is still not, and I wish they were still going full baby face. Um, with um things there with Trick Williams, they aren't really doing that as well. But it was some really solid action from these guys. They brought out the candy cane kendo stick that Yachty had with him on last night. Damn. Ooh, shit. I have no idea why I'm so tired. On last night's SmackDown, so that got involved with it. Sammy used it when the referee was on Lil Yachty, and then I think the Lil Yachty used it on Lil Yachty used it I think on Sammy. And Sammy used it on Lil Yachty. He gave Yachty a a louver kick on the outside. But when he came inside, he hit Trick Williams with the trick shot. Trick Williams hit Sammy with the trick shot. One, two, three. Trick Williams retains. Um, Very nice match. Solid work from all three guys, including Lil Yachty, who's taking haluva kicks. So he's the WWE really wanted a rapper so bad. They really wanted a rapper so bad that they had to, you know, and when Travis Scott didn't get to do what he wanted to do, they didn't get to do what they wanted to do with Travis Scott. They found out Lil Yachty and Trick Williams was cool. All right, now let's use Lil Yachty. So, oh Lord, uh, jeez, they've got the Danhausen little people on the post game show. And what is Jesus? What is he doing? What is he doing with a light? Oh my God! So and this is what the next match is. It's the fucking Danhausen and a mystery partner going up against Kit Wilson and Miz. And seriously, for fuck's sake, I mean, I chose CM Punk. There was a rumor last night that it could have been Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll could have been the guy. I would have taken anybody other than the shit they gave us. If you were upset last night at the gingerbread man's funeral, but was guffawing and laughing and at this shit we saw from it's just this is why I didn't want Danhausen to be in the box because we would do this shit that he's been doing. You know, Danhausen appeared. I didn't like it. Nobody liked it. But he was doing backstage stuff and he was funny and he was like that. Okay, okay, funny. You know, the accidentally cursing the ref and having the ref have a cramp to not be able to count the pinfall for Miz and Kit Wilson. All right, you know, funny. And at one point, I was gonna say I was gonna do a video saying that I have been wrong about Danhausen. I have been wrong, but then they put him in the ring. The first time he had the sparklers fly up Kit Wilson's ass, and then the second time he had the sparklers and the pyro take out, surprise Miz and Kit Wilson. And then tonight was just the icing on it was just, not the icing on the cake, but it was just the straw. I don't know if I don't know if the horse's back is broken. I don't know if that's the same the straw that broke the camel's back or whatever. Camel, horse, whatever. His back may not be broken, but it is severely bruised. It is severely bruised. So first of all, they've got to stop having Denhausen, you know, wrestle. Stop it. Stop doing that. And two, like, stop all this other bullshit that goes on with Danhausen. Leave him be. Uh, just leave him be the little crazy guy that backstage that is, you know, cursing people and him going out doing the commercial breaks and shooting um, t-shirts to people. Go have him in the ring. And don't have them wrestling little people. And don't have the people like Miz and Kit Wilson losing to little people. You know, I might have been okay as if they won the match and then the stuff after the match would have happened. Okay, might have been okay with that. But because all that shit happened during the match and they lost 0 stars. Fuck the way off. Fuck the way off. Ridiculous. The fourth match was Io Sky, and Oscar. Some people are saying that this is really, this was a great match, and I think that 5 star. I don't think it was 5 stars. I think it was a good match, really good match. I give it 4 stars. I thought the story here was obviously uh, everything EO being the student and Oscar being the teacher, and it's always that saying, you know, I teach you everything you know, but I didn't teach you everything I know. And but whatever Oscar taught EO, she has learned and she has learned to perfect it, and she got Oscar tonight. Oscar tried to hit her with the miss, but Io blocked it with a notebook. I think Cole said it was Wade's notebook like type thing, and they got in the ring. Io hit the over the moonsault 1, 2, 3, and it was a victory for Io Sky. Afterwards, Io Sky bowed to Oscar, and they kind of gave hugs and things like that, and it kind of felt like a goodbye of sorts. She was waving to the crowds and everything like that. So who knows with what has been going on, in WWE for the past couple of weeks. No speculation that she's retiring. The speculation that someone might have said, "Hey, you know what? If this is goodbye, maybe she wasn't going to take a pay cut." Like they had been asking. But what she did was that, they mutually agreed that she would, do business, do the job for EO, and then she would be gone. So that could very well be the case. So a lot of things here. I'm sure we'll have a lot of more information as time goes on. Um, but I think that's something that we should really look out. Again, thought it was a really good match. I gave it 4 stars. Really, really, really did here. Um, so let's see here. So let's see. I'm just checking Twitter just to be sure. Um, this well, this Diary and a Rossini Mike Vapor thing isn't is not going away. They've got now video of Diana Rossini on a boat with Mike Vrabel in 2021 when Diana was pregnant. Yee. Oh boy. Um. So yeah, I don't see anything on Twitter about Oscar. Uh, I'm looking at dude in the backlash thing. Um, there was a lot of things here. So first tweet they put up there for 2 weeks they teased Danhausen's mystery partner, and it turned out to be a mini clone of Danhausen. I ain't gonna lie, this was underwhelming. Oh, you ain't lying, brother. It was underwhelming. It was stuck. Um, Things like that. Uh, there are definitely some other things here. Yeah, see, here's another tweet right here. I definitely feel like Oscar is either leaving or retiring. This felt so sincere, and they've got the picture of her and EO, and they're crying and kissing on each other and everything like that. Um, so yeah, that's it. So what happened next? After that was John Cena come up for his bigger thing. Now there were a lot of things people were talking about, what this was going to be, right? We had everything from, the announcement of WrestleMania 43, no 43, no, WrestleMania 44, the announcement of WrestleMania 45. We talking about there was some stuff about the club WWE because he's doing videos for the video ads for club WWE. There's talk about him being an on-screen person. There's a lot of things he said. I don't know if anybody says this. John Cena came out to announce that they were going to do the John Cena Classic. And this is where WWE and NXT stars will compete in each other to determine the winner. And it's going to be a new championship that has his name, right? And that was going to be about. And I think there's a lot of confusion because I think a lot of people I think a lot of people um, just said that it was um, um, Jesus Christ, so, it's just kind of confusing because they talk about that even if you win, you still may not win the championship. You can the fans get to vote, and the fans can vote the loser to go ahead. So I have no idea, man. So so I am I'm not sure what it is. Um, so yeah, we have that with the John Cena thing, and then the main event was Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Again, really good match. Roman Reigns, he's just he's a trem- he's a tremendous fucking wrestler, and there isn't a time there isn't a time at least since he's come back in 2020 that I can remember that he's gone in and shit the bed. I will fully admit there have been two or three matches that maybe did not, as kids like to say, hit like crack. But I think 95% of the time he he either does what you think he's gonna do or overachieves it. I did not know what they were gonna do with him and things, and I think they're chanting for Lil Yachty on the post game show. I think they're chanting for Lil Yachty. Um, he's up there with Trick, but and it's just fantastic. This is fantastic. He is a fun fucking talented wrestler, and I really do think I redid my WWE superstars and WWE top 10 superstars and top 10 in ring performers list, and I didn't put Roman on that list because you just don't think about you know maybe you don't think about Roman being that that way. But I think you should think of Roman like you think of Lesnar. It's not technical wrestling, so to speak. Especially the Lesnar that's been that came back in 2013 or whatever that was. It's not technical wrestling, but it's another brand of wrestling that is just maybe you said it's sports entertainment. It's not no German suplexes. There's no La Magistra Kratos. There isn't any of all of that. Backbreakers and things like that. No methodical breaking down of body parts. Although we did have in this match Roman Reigns trying to go after the hand that was for the tongue and death grip. But it's just entertaining, and it tells a story. He tells stories better than anyone in this business now. And there's a big part of me that wants to say, but it never, it never. And I have him at, in my superstars ranking, I had him at, 3 behind Rock and Austin. Rock 1 and Austin 2. Reigns was 3. I might still have to if he continues on this way. I still might, but I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to move down because Charlotte. I guess Charlotte could go. He would probably knock off Leicester because Charlotte is 10, right? Look at this. No, Lesnar is 10. Charlotte Flair is 9, and Charlotte Flair continues to get better too. By the way, if you have not seen that thing with Charlotte Flair on on her little friend who unfortunately has an a uncurable form of brain cancer. It's really good. Find it. Go on the website. Go anywhere. Try to find it. It's absolutely beautiful. Um, but yeah, I think Roman Reigns keeps going like this. He's gonna enter the top 10 in ring performers of all time. I really truly think that is amazing. So, and this match was just like it, really good. When they kept going for the tongue, they were, I think, Jim Cornette, he made a mention that, they thought that maybe he had cut that the WWE had kind of, that they had kind of, maybe taken away the fire from Jacob Fatu, or taken away the element of, batshit crazy or anything, something like that. Well, they brought it back tonight. They've been bringing it back with the tongue, and they brought it back tonight, and he was the element of danger. That when he's around, something dangerous is going to happen. Chaotic. I mean, that's the better term and word for it, and that's exactly what happened. We saw it tonight. Um, when Roman was trying to get up the tongue in death grip, he took off the pad or the turnbuckle pad, threw Jacob into that turnbuckle pad, hit him spear 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns won. But then afterwards, Jacob Fatu kept going for the tongue and death grip, trying to choke out Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns was foaming at the mouth and he was coughing and things like that. And so it's very interesting. It's unreal. I give it 4.5 stars. Afterwards, we had Fatu give a thing, kind of a promo to the camera when he was talking about what he was going to do. He did it and things like that. And then Roman Reigns talked to Cassie Kelly afterwards, walking back, and he basically said, "This is your last night here. This is why you don't belong here. You don't have you don't follow the order of this business. This is your last night here." So we'll have to wait and see. You know, there's a lot of talk. This talking about age and retirement and everything like that has been in the air since last year, starting with John Cena. Everybody who is getting up in age, they start thinking about their mortality. AJ Styles has retired. Rey Mysterio is going to soon be retired. He's in his goddamn 50s. We know Truth is in his 50s. We've got Seth Rollins who's talking about coming up on 40, and how many years does he have left? Becky Lynch has said that the contract she on is her last contract. We talked about Oscar earlier tonight. Is Oscar going away? Could Jacob Fatu be? Could he be thinking about leaving the business? He's come here. He's probably come to WWE. Probably made $2 to $3, $4 million. Over these last couple years. He's now working with his cousin, and this is probably making him big buku dollars as well, working with Roman. Could he be getting ready to go as well? I just don't know, y'all. But again, it was a 5 star. It was a 4.5 star match. Listen, this was a great night. It ended. This is WWE my WWE 2K my GM. That's what this is. This is WTA my GM, because we had a beginning that's 4.5 stars. We had an ending that was 4.5 stars. We had two ones in the middle that was very good, and then the one in the middle was shit. But three, 4+ star matches and a really good other match. Yeah, man. I think this is pretty good, and this one ended pretty much as it ended. If it, so yeah, I have nothing. I have nothing left to say, but man, this was really good, really good on the show. So I think we'll end it there. I need to go back and rewatch some of the um some of the stuff from the post game show. See what the fuck they was going on about. Uh, but yeah, post your comments down below if you're watching on the on demand. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think and what you guys thought about the WWE Backlash. We're back in 4 weeks for Clash in Italy, where we should have, excuse me, where we should have the WWE champion Cody Cody Rhodes going against Gunther. We may have another, you know, part two Roman match. Maybe we'll have Breaker Roman as well. Um, we got that, and we should have some other ones too as well. So it should be a really good, really good time in Italy. That's gonna be one of those ones since it's overseas. It's probably gonna be like early. Like if you think this is early, it's 8:35 here in Chicago Central Time. Um, this is probably we'll probably be doing this at like 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock time. Come next year. So they come in 4 weeks. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy AJTRIP signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.